Hey learners, Chivalry 2 is receiving a new update. 2.10 Duel of the Fates is here. This video will explain all of the new changes and content. Let's go. Firstly, a new dueling and free-for-all map is coming, Duelyard. Duelyard is what Torn Banner refers to as its first social map, but this is actually a more fleshed out version of the tutorial area, which includes some arenas. All available weapons to pick up and test, and dueling areas. This is the first map explicitly made for dueling in Chivalry 2. Next, 2 new maps. A repurposing of assets from Thaig Stronghold's Frozen Lake, and a vertical slice version of Bodwin that focuses on the Bazaar. A new campaign pass is here. This campaign pass, interestingly enough, has quite a few cosmetics that were already part of the game, but they were inaccessible in your normal loadouts. The Druid and Monk outfits that were part of Aberfell and Gallantcourt respectively as the VIPs, but now you can take them as your normal cosmetics, limited exclusively to free-for-all. This, along with cosmetics used for the VIPs on Dark Forest and Rudhelm, can be also used. In my opinion, this battle pass is an L, but if you're interested, you can see what's in it on screen. Otherwise, this pass operates like normally. Some free tiers, some paid, and it's up to you to determine whether or not it's worth it. When it comes to balance changes, we got a few here. Thankfully, no major reworks. The Highland Sword has actually been buffed. Rejoice. I don't know if it'll ever go back to being its old, super overpowered self, but at the moment, it was being completely neglected, so I think this buff is well deserved. The Katars have also seen a minor buff, with an enlargement to their hitbox. Will it be noticeable? Who knows. Sprint attacks are also being nerfed, with the wind-up time being increased by 0.1115 seconds. How specific. This is done in the hopes of preventing instant hits. It's a little confusing as to whether or not they're trying to address sprint attacks or sprint charges specifically. Sprint attacks would include the tackle, leaping strike, and sprint charge, but sprint charge would just be sprint charge. So let's hope they're just trying to focus on one. Heavy stabs now thwack against teammates. Does this mean they'll no longer penetrate? I wish they explained more. One change I noticed, which is much appreciated, is that any faulty skins for weapons that didn't line up with the hitboxes were edited to be more fitting, that being the Shamshir and the Royal Guard Sword. Thanks, Torn Banner. The Siege Crossbow now supposedly works. Can't wait to actually use this thing to damage constructibles. Jabs are being equalized, meaning jab speeds are being made the same across the board. If there was ever a faster jab, it will now be slightly slower. The release windows have also been put more in line with each other. Skill-based team balancing is coming to Chivalry. Now don't panic, we aren't getting the casino skill-based matchmaking from Call of Duty. Basically, matchmaking is going to remain the same, but the beginning of each match will now use a new algorithm to balance the teams in the hopes of preventing team stacking. We'll see if this works out. You can now select your matchmaking region. Have you ever wanted to make your way into a specific server? Do you love stream sniping? Well, now it's much easier. Just select the region you'd like to matchmake in the options menu and be on your way. Private servers are finally here. As they call them, unofficial servers are being included with this update. These servers have a few customization options, from subclass limitations, game mode switching, map rotations, enabling of horses, admin privileges, custom stage times, and much more. This feature has been requested for nearly 3 years now, and it's finally here. But is it too late? Up to you to decide, but I'm not going to complain about it too much. In the customization menu, we can now rotate our character to get a better look at all sides of armor and weapons. Holy crap, finally! This was in Chivalry 1 and Mirage, so I don't know why it took so long, but I'm glad that it's here. Additional map changes and fixes have also been made. There's a list of known issues, which you can read in the changelog, and they're most likely to be addressed in a smaller patch soon. That concludes the update. As for my opinions on all of this, I think in general this is a decent update. This is mostly filler content to hold us over while we wait for Torn Banner to do their next magnum opus, the team objective map. The private servers is a nice and much appreciated touch though. One of the 3 Holy Trinity has finally been added to the game, 3 years post-launch. In any case, I'm gonna go enjoy myself. Have a good one.